Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. Sacagawea. 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 Way back in the day, I'm talking 1803. My boy Thomas Jefferson expanded the country. For 15 million, he took a chance on an unknown land that we bought from France to explore this uncharted land. He hired two fellows with maps in their hand. William Clark and Meriwether Lewis assembled a crew and said, let's do this. Their mission, direct from TJ to find the Northwest Route waterway. Now the Corps was ready, they all were brave. They rolled 50 deep, including York as slaves. So on May 14th, 1804, they left St. Louis and began to explore. Up the Missouri, could barely rest. Can't stop, won't stop till we reach the west. Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark. Sacagawea. 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 Sacagawea who, man? Sacagawea. She was only 16, but they desperately need her. Shoshones were her homies, so Jawea could ask them for ponies. Without her help, they couldn't have crossed the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, they're pretty steep. This teenage mom was the final piece, cause a woman showed they weren't looking for beef. 2 years later, in 1806, the Corps arrived safely in St. Louis. Although they didn't find a waterway, Americans celebrated anyway. Their notes and samples that they brought to share included prairie dogs and the grizzly bear. So let's take time to honor these men and the Indian girl who became their friend. Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark, yeah. Lewis and Clark.
Gotta reach for the sky. If you want it, fight for it, or kiss it goodbye. It's make it or break it. Try to survive. Don't ever say never. Keep your dream alive. Around the clock, we're gonna rock to the rhythm of the beat. Down the block.
Oh, wait. Blake, this is not the right way.
We're little.
He's Blake. I'm Ronnie. All the good names are taken. Podcast, Blake. Morning
Good
time.
morning.
Good morning. I was, I backed it up from 7 to 8. 7 was a little premature, I think, because I'd have woke the whole house up screaming in here. So I'm sitting there and I hear the girl starting to get up like 10 minutes ago. And my wife woke up talking about Sacagawea. There was like when she was in the corporate world, somebody came in to give a presentation and it was Sacagawea, and she remembers it like 15 years later. So I figured we'd start the Lewis and Clark rap song.
I like that. I mean, it's educational and catchy.
I mean, catchy.
Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark.
Blake, I'm running off 2 computers real quick.
Nice.
I don't have everything loaded up. I'm not prepared. But there's a lot of stuff that's happened Friday the 13th wise. You can see the computer right here. So what I want to do before we get to Jason Rising is I want to thank everybody that's in here. Jesus Christ, why are y'all in here so early? Jordan Moran says, house is empty. I can dance to the theme. Tommy Wilkins says, good morning, class. Adam is here. Little Ali shuffle right there.
Mm-hmm.
Silly Carpenter, where you at, Silly? Talking about Lewis and Clark. Adam says this is going to be his first time watching.
Me too.
Jason Rising. I saw it way back, guys. I'm not even sure I saw the entire thing.
Hey, my favorite part of last night for you guys in the chat, everyone went live last night. So that's why Ronnie decided it's not a great idea for us to do this. Ronnie goes into one of their, he goes into one of them. I don't know which one it was.
It was Jason.
It was Jason Backtrack Cinema. Okay. So I was bouncing in and out. I'm watching Ozark. I'm obsessed with Ozark right now. But anyway, I see we're all in a group text together. Ronnie and Nick are texting about one of them. So I just popped in to see what's going on. And Ronnie, at that exact moment, Ronnie said, "Hey, who's that third guy at the bottom that ain't talking?" And somebody in the chat says, "Ronnie, that's the guy who made the movie you're watching tomorrow."
I had no idea.
I didn't even know who it was.
James Sweet. I promise I didn't plan that, because if I was Jason, I'd probably be like, look at this guy coming in here trying to act like he don't know who this guy is, and he's doing a
watch along.
I promise, Jason, I didn't know who the hell that guy was, and still don't. He said like 5 words the whole time.
Well, I mean, nobody can get a word in when Vinny's on.
That is true, and Vinny has a lot to talk about, Blake.
He's fired up.
He what do you think about this situation? They kind of screwed him. Or is that the risk that you take when you make a fan film and you like do some stuff outside the box that's really good?
Yeah, I think that's a risk you take. I think that's part of it. I think he should be
killed.
Yeah, I think all the emotions he's feeling are correct. I know it's a lot of them. You know, he's proud that he created something, you know, like that. But at the same time, it's like, man, this should have been me to begin with, you know.
And ain't anything he can do about it because he don't own it.
But at the end of the day, you're asking me, I don't care. I don't care at all. It's not going to affect me one bit. I'm going to sleep just fine. They screw up the mask. They screw up the mask. I mean, it is what it is. I do not care. I'm going to watch it in theater or on whatever streaming when it comes out. If it's good, great. If it's not, we'll review it.
Josh, what is Friday the 13th Vengeance? I'm not sure I've watched that one. Nick Push did tell us to watch My Name is Jason. There's no way Friday the 13th Vengeance is worse than My Name is Jason. It's impossible, Blake. So everybody, look, my original intent, Blake, was to do, and we'll save it for next Friday, is where I go and find all the tweets of people that are apparently retarded and talking about Friday the 13th and talking about this mask and how they stole from Womp Stomp. Mitch Nemo is leading the campaign of hashtag we want Womp Stomp.
We want Womp Stomp.
There you go. It's too early in the morning. Also, I checked out Mitch Nemo's show for the first time this week. Not bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I was saying Mitch is not a bad guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, and he has got the voice of an angel, Blake. He's got the perfect voice for radio. If you told me Mitch Nemo is a DJ, I would believe it. He sounds exactly like, I told you and Nick this the other night, he sounds exactly like Bob Newhart, who I think has an amazing voice.
Should we throw him $2 or $3 to do a new intro for us? And now, introducing.
Well, I mean, at this point, the same 4 people that watch every week.
Oh, they know who we are?
They should know who we are. Josh says it's a god-awful fan film. Blake, what are you drinking? I saw y'all texting about all this in the
well, you don't text on YouTube, Ronnie. you chat. I went with the Orange Kiss flavored Alani. It's very unhealthy. It's not carnivore, but you know, sometimes you gotta.
Hey, our stockbroker,
get some go-go juice.
We're up another penny.
Are we up another penny?
We're up another penny. Stockbroker. I love it.
Dude. when that stock goes to $10, we're having a live celebration with Nick Push.
Okay, so Blake, a new mask emerged, a new whole ordeal. So let's get right into it. The new Jason design, and Blake, the other night, Wednesday night, during the assault on Precinct 13, you didn't tell me that half the words that I had spelled on that PowerPoint were misspelled.
I didn't notice, Ronnie.
My wife had to spot it.
I thought it was all spelled right.
Jim Bob says he woke up to the old lady eating summer sausage.
Hey, Ronnie, we've always loved summer sausage down here in the South, right?
The food, yes.
Yeah, you buy the big roll,
Yes.
cut it up, you eat it plain or you eat it on a cracker.
Cracker.
You know something I've never done? I threw that summer sausage in the air fryer for 15 minutes. Ronnie, it's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. You got to try it.
I don't have an air fryer
Well,
or a smoker.
Christmas will be here soon. What happened to the smoker? Okay, dude, you need to save the video so you can post it on here as part of the intro. Your grill catching on fire. That's what the fans want to see. Ronnie on the back porch noticing that his smoker has went up in flames and he drags it to the grass.
I'm glad that's funny. I cooked on it every night. Now my poor ass can't afford to do anything else.
I'll get you. Listen, when this stock hits $6, I'm getting you a smoker, a Traeger.
Ooh. Hold on. How do I fix this? There, we're back. Okay. A Traeger. The new design, Blake. And I didn't do the side by side like it was all over social media where Vin goes, hey, from the neck down, it's my design, because it sort of is.
Yeah.
They all focused on one thing, this mask. So I'm going to ask the people that are here with us right now in the chat, what exactly is wrong with this mask? Okay. Blake, just looking at it, I don't care. I really don't. He could wear the Part 5 box art mask for all I care, which is the exact same mask Clark Griswold had on in Christmas Vacation, or those homos that did the Mad Max movie, Lord Humongous and stuff like that. But does it look like the mask from the 80s? No. But if we're going to start something new, shouldn't it be a little bit different?
I mean, I'm with you. Yeah, it's got to be different. You got to change some stuff up. I don't care if he's wearing a tuxedo, Ronnie. I just want him back. That's all I care about. I want him back.
Before we do all this, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. And I really wish Vin was in the chat, but he probably overslept. Mom and Daddy had to wake him up and tell him to cut the grass if he's going to keep living there. So these guys are never going to do anything with this. There's never going to be a Jason that the Friday the 13th universe or the Jason universe creates. This is as good as it's going to get, Blake. It's going to be a picture, or they'll put it in a video game, or they'll have their own little app type thing. This person right here, or this visualization of Jason, will never, ever manifest itself on a movie unless me or you make it. And now that I think about it, we really need to get a mask like this and make our own Jason to really piss people off. And
I mean, at this point, Jason should just be AI anyway. I mean, in the movies, everywhere, just AI Jason.
So I think people are getting up in arms about a way that Jason looks, and we're never going to have to experience this in a movie outside of a fan film if somebody decides to do it. It's not.
You know what's coming to a sad realization?
That the series is going to kill the name of the franchise, and it'll be 10 more years before we get a movie?
That for years, you and I have said that the Friday the 13th franchise fans are way better and more saner and sophisticated than Halloween fans. And then this drops and you see what's happening right now.
Sorry, Blake, go ahead.
No, what'd you say?
No, Nick says concept art. No shit. Nick, it's too early in the morning to be trying to argue with somebody.
Brett Patrick says, good morning, fellas. The eyelids are weird, but other than that, the mask is fine.
Look at see, Brett's got common sense. Brett's one of these fans like me and you that just want to see Jason. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is a hockey mask. Jason wears a hockey mask.
Yeah.
And then okay. I wish I had the side by side. What Van did is he went in and made the mask wider. What if the dude's got a long face like the guy from part 3?
Yep.
Is chin just gonna hang out the bottom of it?
I work with a bunch of long faces, Ronnie.
Yeah. Jordan Moran says Jason shouldn't believe in clothing. Skinny dipping in the lake grows wrong. See, that's Brett Patrick also says he digs the button-up shirt, and Adam says he misses the slash, I guess, in the top for the.
Well, the reason Brett Patrick likes this one so much, if you zoom out, Ronnie, this one's wearing jorts.
What I was going to say is
you get some ankle.
I think that's way more terrifying if Jason's out there with just a hockey mask and naked, running around trying to kill you. That's what's scary. If you see him walking up on you, then you're definitely going to trip and fall and things like that. What's up, Eli? I hope you're having a good morning.
Don't give away our trailer idea, Ronnie, because
I'm not. So what I did, Blake, is I went through and I did a little side by side with every mask in the franchise, and we'll do this real quick before we get to that Jason Rising. I'm sure is great. But here's the mask with the concept of the original. We'll call it the Shelley mask from part 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard complaints that there's not enough holes in the mask. Why does he really need holes in the mask? So I don't know. Jordan says he's not the brightest bulb. His clothing would be Velcro. You just tear it off. Tommy Wilkins says his summer sausage flopping around. So there's not a big difference in here, Blake. This is pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to part 4. I actually like the one on the left. Out of these two pictures, I think I might like the one on the left more than I like the one on the right.
I do too.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I mean, when you break it down this close, side by side, it's not bad.
Let's move on to part 5. And this is something I realized yesterday at work, Blake. I think the Roy mask might be my favorite mask.
Dude, yeah, you know what? And that's growing within the community of Friday the 13th fans, that this Roy mask is quickly climbing the ladder. Look at the blacked out eyes. This don't this kind of prove that sometimes different is okay?
Absolutely. Eli says, and I've seen a lot of this discourse online too. What's with the unibrow chevron? First off, Blake, I learned online that these little red spots are called chevrons.
Yeah, down here in the South, Chevron is a gas station.
Boom. So it doesn't bother me. If you split it up, it's going to look like eyebrows, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. And if they take away that red mark at the top, if they listen to people, I mean, it's going to still look pretty good. Moving on, Blake. And look, if you compare it, other than I love the Roy mask, the flashback mask that he has at the bottom,
yeah,
I like the one on the left better.
So, Ronnie, I'll be honest. I don't have time to go through these Twitter threads and stuff like that. What exactly are they complaining about on the new mask? Like, what is it about it? Because, like, just looking at these two right here, the only difference, like noticeable difference that I can see, is there's not as many holes in the new one, and the shape of the eyes are a little different.
Hey, real quick, Jordan, we're at 2nd grade. I did too.
Oh, I shit my pants at school one time. They sat me out in the hall until my mom come and got me. They wouldn't let me sit in the principal's office.
2nd grade. I'm not a big go to the bathroom guy. I'm pretty sure I might have had a little diarrhea at school. Tried to slip out a gas thing, a little fart, and I used bathroom on myself in 2nd grade. And the teacher put me in the hall till my mom got there. My mom was so embarrassed.
Are you serious?
Yes, 2nd grade.
The same thing happened to me. And actually, one time she picked me up because I'm not shitting at school. I had to shit so bad. So I called her to come get me. This is like 12th grade. And we go to the high school. We're going to check our sister out, right?
Mhm.
She gets out and she's going in the office to check her out. I'm sitting in the van because we had a
Mhm.
pedophile van. And as I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I get taller. I shit my
Nice.
pants. And as mom walks out, she goes, "Damn," because she could smell it from a mile away. Shit my britches. Now, the reason he's talking about that, Ronnie, is we were talking about Jason's snaps. The jeans mom bought me were snaps like the whole time, right?
Yeah.
And then in like first grade, she sent me to school wearing the kind that you got to put the button through the hole, right?
Yeah, the traditional.
I go take a piss at the urinal. You remember that urinal at our school too? Like
Yeah, we're always
everybody got it.
It's on the wall,
Yeah, everybody stood around it. It was really weird when you think about it.
like a club, not club.
I realized I can't put the button through the hole. I've never learned how to do that. I panic. I pretend to be sick. I call mom to come get me.
Mad that she had to come get you.
Very mad because I come home, I play Tecmo Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Nick Push says if the movie sucks, people will complain about the mask. If the movie's great, only losers will complain
That's a
about the
great
mask.
point.
You're right. I mean,
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to jump on, whether it's positive or negative. Everybody's going to jump on that bandwagon, Nick. You're absolutely right.
Blake, you were saying something about the online discourse, people arguing, and I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying, other than the amount of holes on the new mask, because it looks like there's less on this one than there is on Roy's, and the shape of the eyes. I will say, I was about to say I like the shape of Roy's eyes better than this one, but I don't know. I kind of like the shape of the eyes on this new one. What's Nick Bush say? The bottom is too skinny, Blake? Reverse teardrop?
Yeah,
What's that mean, Ronnie?
Reverse teardrop. So teardrop is like this.
Uh-huh.
And then you flip it over and it's like that.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Nope.
I don't understand what it looks like a standard mask right here. Let's go on to the next one, Blake.
Okay.
We got a movie to watch. Here's part 6. We love part 6, but looking at these masks, I like the one on the left. And this is not a gimmick where we try to like do the opposite of what everybody's thinking. I'm being completely honest with you. The one on the left is not that bad. I can see where they're talking about unibrow now, Blake, because that little red thing at the top is like shorter. It's sort of like the Hitler eyebrow. And this one's got the long, country, deep South, inbred eyebrow.
Yeah, I mean, the one on the right kind of looks flat, like it's a flat thing, Mm-hmm. It kind of don't wrap around. I don't know. It kind of looks like one of those Mexican, like looks like a Mexican's about to put meat and salsa on top of it. What is that called, Ronnie?
Meat with sauce on top of it.
Yeah, it's the flat. What do you order at a Mexican restaurant? And they bring it out, and it looks like a fajita, whatever wrap. It looks like a fajita wrap. It's flat.
No, that's the Mexican Jason. He wears a fajita on his face.
Yeah.
Here's part 7.
Fajita Voorhees.
Okay. All right. So here's part 7, Blake. Jason, El Mama is talking to you. And here's part 8, which I never knew part 8. Part 8 looks like that mask stayed in the house with us during our childhood. All that smoke got on it, Blake. That's the nicotine mask.
So I know this is just a random shot in the movie. I do like the way that mask looks.
That would be way more awesome. The Casey Jones.
If Mitch is out there, can you get a hashtag? Blake wants to be Casey Jones in the next Ninja Turtles movie.
In the next whatever fan movie they're trying to rob us, to get funds on.
Yep.
All right. So moving on, Blake. Here's Jason Goes to Hell.
To me, this is I know this is another mask that's starting to grow on people, Ronnie. But for me, this has always just been blah. Give me the one on the left.
Jim Bob, I never saw Mortal Kombat 10. He said
you
it
were
was
never
fire.
a Mortal Kombat guy, were you?
I couldn't do it. I mean, same thing with Street Fighter 2. I could play it, but I just had to do the little kicks. I'm like at the beginning of the UFC fight where they're checking each other by kicking their legs. That's all I could do.
One of the biggest
I'm
disappointments.
so good at Kung Fu.
Guys, Ronnie's really good at Kung Fu. If any of you ever played that NES game, Ronnie, one of the biggest disappointments I ever had was they took me to the video store and I rented a Super Nintendo game called Alien vs Predator, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's finally happening!" But literally, all it is, it's like Street Fighter. You either pick the alien or you pick the predator, and you fight, and that's it. There's nothing. It's literally nothing.
I do remember Shaq Fu.
I don't.
Here is the Jason X mask, Blake. You got the Uber Jason. You got the Jason mask from the very beginning of it. Both of them. I mean, the Uber Jason mask is great. That's the one I wish they would just start with right here. But I mean, what I'm doing this for, obviously, is to show you it's not as bad as we're making it out to be. Yeah, it probably has Flet's facial shape, but I mean, who cares?
Yeah, it's really Jesus. It's really not that bad. Every mask is different. That's the point you're showing, right? Every single mask that you've popped up has been different from the previous version. I really don't mind that that mask on the top right.
Yeah, what about that hair? That's when I grow my hair out. That's what it looks like.
Is it stuck to his face though? I don't see the straps that Vinny's crying about.
It might be stuck.
No, there is a strap on the top of the head. I see it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Here is the Freddy versus Jason.
I mean, it's decent. I shouldn't see his eyes, but yeah.
Well, I mean, that's never. I mean, that's a Michael Myers argument.
It is, and I know you see his eyes in 3 and 4. I get that, but specifically this one, seeing that droopy eyes just always bothered me.
Yeah, the droopy eye. I would agree with that. And here is the remake.
Cool.
So these are a lot
similar.
If I had to look at it, you know, the chevron appears to be a little bit wider on this one right here, Blake, on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, they're using inspiration, I think, from the remake. You know, obviously not enough holes like in Seinfeld. The holes. So Elephant Man Jason. But that's what I wanted to do really quickly, Blake, was do a side-by-side comparison. Oh, and I did do the Never Hike Alone trilogy.
Oh, okay.
And this is why, and if you take a look at all 3 of them to the right, this is why every adjustment to this mask that Vinny makes is a wider adjustment. Because if you look at the Never Hike Alone mask, it's almost circlish in nature. And I never noticed that, but you can tell it really good up in the one on the top left, Blake. It's almost a complete circle, like my face.
I really like Vinny's mask. I really do. I wish I had one signed.
It'd be nice if he would send us one.
You know, I just want to wear a Womp Stomp shirt. I mean, Vinny, if you're out there, I'm going to a Comic-Con here in 2 weeks. I would love to be wearing a Womp Stomp shirt to that Comic-Con.
He did have a good look, Josh. I go back and forth on the
and
Jason.
I'm not paying for it, Vinny. Let me make that clear.
Blake, for $180, you can be a backer in the cartoon with the guys from Dead Meat. That I'm sure will be great. And then you could get the DVDs.
Yeah, for $180, I better be the star of the cartoon. I better sing the intro like Looney Tunes.
I better be Krang in the cartoon. It's Jason is back. Okay.
Blake. Get to the Technodrome.
Let me remove that.
All right, let's get this over with, man.
And let's get a little Jason right.
I got work to do. I almost recorded myself cutting grass yesterday for content.
Dude, that would have been good. This movie is directed by James Sweet, so we'll know who. Hey, that's Fun Stop. Mm-hmm. We'll know who puts the copyright strike on us. If you guys have seen this, please, no spoilers. Okay, it's the Crow. What is this? Oh, it really is. Red Crow Films, Blake. Looks like a devil worshiping sign down there at the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely Satanism.
All right, Ronnie, read this because I can't.
Let me pause it. I can't see it. A solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something. That's the definition of curse, Blake.
Hmm.
And Vinny, like last night during Backtrack's, interview with those guys, he said we hammered his movies, and I didn't think we did at all. I thought we were very complimentary.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he said they were shitting all over my movies the last few weeks.
No, we were not. I said it was the best fan film I've ever seen.
But he might have been busting balls too, because he did say we were great right after it and told Mr. Sweet to check us out.
Yeah, I love Vinny. I mean, I didn't like the Never Hike in the Snow on the rewatch. It didn't hold up for me, but
he might have been mad that I was talking about Rick Cologne.
Who cares? Rick Cologne sucks in that. I'm Italian. I said that the Sleepy Mom was one of the best actresses in the whole thing.
The world.
The most talented person on the set, besides Vinny.
Story once. A story of a vengeful mother and the death of her son, Jason. I didn't believe it at first.
How's the audio, people in the chat?
Dark history.
It's okay.
Covers it like a thick fog.
I would ask if that's James talking, but we didn't get to hear his voice last night on the screen.
What's going on, Pat? Y'all make sure to check out Pat and Brett. Y'all make sure to check out Nick Push. Y'all make sure to check out everybody that's got a channel in here.
1984, he returned to Crystal Lake.
What have they done to you?
They have been screwing.
He killed 37 people and was fatally wounded by a 12-year-old boy.
That's not Corey Feldman, Blake.
Smart.
That wasn't the end.
I really don't like this. This place is creepy.
What are we doing out here, Sheriff?
What needs to be done?
Gog and mustache.
This is gonna be a long night.
I think, Blake, this is alternate timeline history.
Okay, explain real quick.
This takes place right after part 4. I think what Mr. Sweet does, if I remember right, is branch off his own story from here.
First off, I love that.
Jim Bob's right. That's the fact of the day.
Yeah, don't help him, mustache.
How much do you think it paid this guy? Or is that Sweet?
That's probably Sweet.
All these are Sweet.
Did you see the look on that Jarvis kid's face?
Yeah, I'd be fucked up too.
Edit.
My mom dead in the bathtub.
It's gonna be a lifetime of therapy.
Hey,
See that bastard's haircut?
quit your yapping and you keep digging.
Should have been a fireman.
Oh, we're cops, stupid.
I love how you got to put "Do not open" on a casket. You know?
Yeah. It does look like a cutscene. That's not a bad thing either, though. Jason killed my Uncle Rob, and now we're going to molest his corpse.
He's killing me.
Get in there and lock it
See,
up.
Ronnie, if you're a cop, all you need is jeans and a tan
Lock
shirt.
it up.
Why is this guy so hostile towards these people?
Listen, when you're in a position of management, you got to be ill all the time.
Toss
Trust
the
me.
lock.
Can never show weakness, Ronnie. They'll take advantage of you. Ask if they can take off work tomorrow.
Good riddance. God damn it!
Here we go.
He said he was dead! Get me out of there!
Run.
Hurry, pour cement on it.
Now they just bury him again, Blake.
So they dug it up just to bury it. Ronnie,
Yeah, I guess so. I don't
am
know
I
what's going on.
following this right?
You're following it right. I've never seen Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, Adam. All good stories. James Sweet is James Sweet in Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Jason.
Sweet Jason, Sweet Jason.
Nick, you put Jason in a refrigerator, you chain it up, you throw it in the ocean.
Throw it in a volcano.
Yeah.
You throw it in the ocean like in Creepshow where they threw that monster in there. Background pieces by Never Hike Alone. I mean, look at this mountainous area right here of Crystal Lake.
Very pretty. Very pretty. You did good, James.
I like you, James. You don't talk much, but I like you. Guys, I tried to, written by Dasani too, Blake. I think Dasani gave him a couple ideas,
I think he gave him all the ideas.
like put me in the movie. This is going to be like the beginning of Night of the Living Dead. He's coming for you, Trish.
Hey, Dad.
I like those shades.
Well, no acid all pills.
You'll be happy to know things are going pretty well down at the station.
Credit score is up over 400, Dad.
Not that it's up to your standards, but I have everything under control. Other than the occasional lost dog, it's actually pretty boring.
Other than talking to a headstone, I'm pretty good.
Eve's finally starting to take this job seriously. Really have
Hey,
no
Nick,
clue
have you
why
seen this
she did it
movie?
in the first place?
And the time travel.
I did too. That's what I was going through. He set the dial.
Is that on 88?
Dispatch calling Glover over.
Titty magazine. Ronnie, she was reading Fangoria. How clever.
Sorry, I mean.
Do they even make those anymore?
That was an 84.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Let him know there's a 187 at the corrections farm.
Yep, sure. Okay, we'll be there.
There definitely wasn't women cops in 84.
No, we got a 428 Italians out in public.
I told you, use the calls. Go ahead.
Yeah, they need us over at the corrections farm ASAP.
Copy that.
A Vietnam vet's walking down the road. Go get him.
Eat somewhere else.
Can I help you?
Well,
Is there a rule against me eating here? Getting a meal? I mean, seriously, if Brian Dennehy would have just let him eat at the Waffle House and get it the hell out of town.
That mug should say Womp Stomp. We got to be better, guys. We got to promote.
Vinny's in the back filming this. Everybody has this right here, Blake, going on.
What are you doing?
Well, they're grabbing their belt buckle like that.
Oh, yeah.
Is this turning into like a Grindhouse women's prison film?
I hope so.
There's a nod to Halloween right there. Some crazies are just wandering around.
Is this the barn, Ronnie?
Might be.
So far, I'm not miserable, and that's a good thing when it comes to a fan film. There's Ali.
Sheriff Daltrey. That's right. This is Deputy Eve Glover. You mind telling us what the hell's going on here?
I'm Barry Wilson. This is Jed Daniels. We're with the U.S. Marshal's Office.
He should have said, "I'm Barry White, and this is Edgar Black," or something like that. That way, we get the racial undertones of it.
Yeah, I'm Agent Salt. This is Frank Pepper.
That's even better.
Lead the way.
Exactly 47 minutes ago, a group of convicts killed.
God, look at that face.
Fled into the woods.
You guys know this area better than we do. We're gonna need your assistance in setting up a joint task force so we can track them down.
Look, we apologize for the intrusion, but we need your.
Blake, we've got our first fun fact. Jordan Moran says, "Is that the mom from Never Hike Alone? That's the cop." And Nick Push says, "Yes, that's her. The one you said is a great actor."
That's Sleeping Beauty.
Yep.
I got a crush on her.
Cooperation on this.
Of course, we're here to help any way we can.
How many fugitives are we talking about?
You're right about that, Eli. It is good.
They're gonna split up
Never
at some
seen
point
it. We'll
separate
never see it
ways.
either.
Yeah, she's right. It's better to catch them all at once. But
He's talking about Pokemon.
Dude, I think we're in current time.
10 years for
Oh, because they put out a Nokia.
Bobby
Yeah.
Walker, 33, 15 years for the murder
You
of
ain't getting
Frank
away. You're
Palmer.
not getting.
Palmer, 22.
You ain't getting far, Biggin.
Hit and run while drunk driving.
But let's get moving.
Shit.
Okay, so these feds, God, that dude's gray. These feds are there because of, God, they found a four-wheeler, dude.
That is not a thing, Glover. This shouldn't take long. We'll have these little ladies back in no time.
what? You sure you don't want me to just go in with you?
Nah,
All right. Well, I'll radio back to you when I get to camp.
all right. Good plan. You guys sheriff, make sure they don't fuck things up.
Good, Buster.
So far, I may like this better than Never Hike Alone.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's got me interested, for sure. I'm not wanting to kill myself already.
Smoke and Fog Machine by Vincent DeSanti.
Not my problem. Damn it.
She's not climbing. That one's not climbing.
She runs through it like Juggernaut. They got this whole area fenced in. Keep Jason in or us out. That's Jason.
I want it to be clear right now. If it's Jason or criminals, I'm rooting for Jason.
She's got a phone in prison. That's what we're paying for.
Dude, they got phone, they got TV. They're probably watching our live stream right now. Y'all leave a comment.
Yeah, y'all leave a comment, like, and subscribe. He licks it to say it's a woman.
That's poison.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's something else.
Nick, it's soda all day around here.
He's 98% soda, Nick.
Uh-oh.
Piss in the bottle.
Blake,
Yes.
everything just froze up on my end.
Oh, really? We're still watching here.
Okay.
She squatted to take a piss.
Is that you? I didn't think you'd be here this soon. Serena? Hello? Who's there?
Is it still messed up when you're in?
No, I just froze for just a second. I'm getting
Serena, quit.
Lindsay to turn one of the TVs off in the very back.
Someone picked up the landline.
So I picked up the landline. Everything's all good, Nick Push. Look, I love Nick Push. Have I said that enough?
Copy.
This guy seems like a good actor, Ronnie.
You think he's a good actor?
I immediately thought they're all bad. That's true. Ronnie don't have phone service in his house.
That's true.
Drop calls every time.
Where's Serena?
You think that's James Sweet's wife right there on the right?
It's just
Yep.
close.
I had to put her in it.
That's what he sounds like. Hey, put another sign on the fence.
You think they went over? Most likely. And what's over there?
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Just some land that's been locked up in a legal battle for a couple of decades.
Well, look at you, Josh. I'm getting Starlink. Wessex County, Ronnie. That's good continuity.
Mm-hmm. What's that mean?
It's one of the counties from the movie.
Okay.
Is there any other ways in here?
besides the old access road Bear's headed to?
Well,
Bear.
I figure with Bear going in through that back road, we'll hike in.
Hike in?
Oh yeah, that shit's all overgrown. The only way in is by foot.
Watch your mouth.
Well, that's gonna give him one hell of a
You
head
can't
start.
quit effing cussing. I don't know what we're gonna do with you, little lady.
Do you hear anything? Do you hear anything? Shut up. I need to listen.
Fake.
You should have seen your faces.
Why the fuck would you do that? What if they hurt us?
Relax, you big bull dyke. We're the only
We're-
ones out here.
Oh, how am I supposed to
We're trying to do a kids show here,
What
and
the fuck are we gonna do?
they won't quit
We're
cussing.
not coming in here.
Why not?
Didn't you see the sign when you came
Scissor
in?
me
It said
timbers.
Crystal Lake. This place is cursed.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
It's
God.
true. A long time ago, some ugly-ass kid named Jason drowned in this camp.
It's true.
His mom worked here. She blamed the
Like a
counselor.
metal
She
dock
didn't
there,
believe
Blake.
her. So she went nuts. Ended up killing a bunch of people because of it.
Tracy Lords.
Like they deserved
Pretty.
it.
Yeah, well, she didn't get everyone. This one girl fought back, cut that bitch's head clean off.
Bullshit.
That's not even the best part.
I don't want to know.
What's the best part?
Of course.
A guy in a wheelchair went down some
A lot of
steps.
people around here say Jason.
Guy in a wheelchair started walking.
He murdered 3 times as many people as she did, but they killed him too. They say his body is still buried in this.
That's a
camp,
cool shot, Ronnie.
Which is why nobody's
Like
coming
Paul
in here
Bettany.
and why we're safe. We just need to wait it out until nightfall and slip out through the cracks. Rest up.
Sundown's in 2 hours.
So 3 lesbos have escaped from prison and ended up at Crystal Lake. Am I following the story right, Ronnie?
You would be correct.
Okay.
Pat always coming in with the cute girls. Okay, so Jason's buried here.
Yeah, that was at the beginning. They was digging him up in the beginning.
All right, Blake. So okay. Let me figure something out for a second. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, and we've got 40 people watching, Blake. That means we've got about 23 outside of YouTube, probably on Rumble or X. I haven't just looked to see what's
All right.
what.
Energy drink number 1 down. We're going with the pink slush now, Ronnie.
Dude, you don't need to be drinking multiple energy drinks.
I know. I don't need to be doing a lot of stuff, but here we are.
So at the very beginning of the movie, that was happening right after part 4, I'm assuming. And they dug up Jason, and then Jason started trying to come back after him, and they buried him back again. So he didn't escape. He just stayed buried. Can
We should
somebody in the
get
chat help?
Jason on the show to watch the movie. Don't let him talk. And then when we pause it and we have a question for him, then he answers it. And then we tell him to shut up. We're going back watching the movie. You think he would do that?
No. There's no way that guy's coming on our show.
You want to be on our show, buddy?
Hey, you'll be on our show, buddy?
Was that your voice?
Yeah, well, all of it was. Blake, that's how I want my headstone to look. Gotta make sure.
That's all we can afford.
Gotta make sure Lindsay does that.
A rock from the driveway. Look at that kisser.
What a face. You got a face for radio.
Is this Ken, folks?
One of the criminals, ain't it?
I don't know. I mean, is she supposed to be picking up the criminals?
Fuck me, I was just there, bitch.
Yeah, I think so. Cussing.
When's the last time you've talked out loud to yourself?
Serena?
I screamed in the truck the other day.
Is that you?
That's just because the air conditioner doesn't work.
That's right.
You're fucking around. Shit isn't funny.
Dude.
got to be a dream.
Why was her face blurred out?
Maybe it was Japanese porn. So we went a completely different original route, Ronnie.
Yeah.
So you got to give him credit.
Yeah. How about a little head, baby?
Nobody talks like Snoop Dogg anymore. I was hoping one of these characters would be like, man, this is some shiznit in the woods.
Rise.
Do it.
That's all she's saying.
Hey, Ronnie, Jason looks good.
He does.
That's a good mask.
And he's dressed exactly like he was in part 4.
Very nice.
There's your Crystal Lake sign. And here's Gary Busey.
Nick has a really good Crystal Lake sign in his studio.
I still want to do the bit where Nick's doing a show and me and you come up behind him in the studio.
And get him.
We would get like dozens of
Mississippi Mob.
Yeah. We kiss him on the cheek.
We're from the strip club, Ronnie.
Mhm.
You owe us money.
Think you can sneak out, Nicholas?
Nick, I know we missed out last year, but I'll be at Universal Studios next March, so we have another opportunity to link up.
Lydia?
Oh, it's my girlfriend, Lydia.
Lydia, wake up.
Come on, please, Lydia. Wait.
You fell in a hole. Really good looking pants. No dirt stains on them.
No.
Not wrinkled. Or maybe he ironed them real quick. You never know.
Vinny ironed them on set.
Now, does Vinny play Jason?
Ooh.
Dude, Jim Bob with a fantastic idea, and that's the kind of content we need.
Dude, that's great. Where they send look, it's a whole movie about them sending all the bounty hunters to Crystal Lake to try to get Jason.
You dumb bastard.
Oh no. Couldn't get this early. And there's your part 1.
God damn.
A sign.
Somebody just walked on my grave.
I still can't figure out why they'd go this way to begin with.
I wouldn't have.
I said.
Decided to split up. This would be the place to do it.
What size shirt is that?
I probably should go and try and find Bear soon.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Why didn't you go with him in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks.
Look at that.
Small town cops couldn't handle the job.
I gotta ask Barry when's the last time he shit in wood.
Glover, where are you?
I'm shitting. What you need?
1 second.
Head over to the cabins.
She really was pissing.
How's she gonna wipe?
All right, I'll head
Dude, you're in the woods. You just get up and go.
Hey, radio in anything on.
I could never squat down and doo-doo like that because I doo-doo on my pants.
Ronnie, I worked in the oil field. A lot of shit in the woods. A guy wraps a belt around a tree and hangs onto it so he could squat and shit. The belt broke. He fell back in it. Came back with shit all over him.
Oh, good kill.
Really? Well, I mean, we don't know if it's a confirmed kill, but it's a good shot.
Hey, Pat had a good question. Is this the guy that made the Jason versus Michael Myers fighting video that looks the same
All
And-
really good questions. We did no research.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Sorry, can a lady get a little privacy?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure the fugitives will just wait for us. Look, it's getting dark. We have a cluster of
No
cabins here and
shit.
4 square miles of camp to search. I want to comb through these cabins. You start with that one over there. I'll start with this one.
So that one over there?
Yeah, that one right over there.
Just right over there.
Move it.
It's dark. It's scary. Let's split up, okay? Because that's what cops do.
Cops just kill people. I love it. Nick says great cinematography thus far.
Okay, so Ronnie, any negatives for you so far? Other than the dialogue between the chicks?
Too much cussing. That's a negative. But I mean, it is a horror movie, and not everybody's as square like I am. I don't like the sheriff, if that's what that guy is, the one that was talking at the gravesite.
Mhm.
I don't like his acting style. Like just then, I thought that was really clever that he used a lot of big words and was like, check that cabin right there. And they let the chick that knows how to act follow up with that cabin right there, that one right there. I thought that was a good way. Maybe that's, they're poking fun.
She
at
winning
that.
you over?
No, she's not winning me over.
Oh.
But so far, it's a good looking Jason. The outfit looks similar to what it looked like in part 4. The pants are really clean. I like the concept of prisoners getting loose and running over into the area they're not supposed to be at. But also, this is pulling a lot from Never Hike Alone and the whole curse and stuff like that. I don't know if I like the mom with the no head being upright like a Disney cartoon and walking around.
Yeah.
But the acting's been good. So what about you?
No complaints so far. I'm not bored. I don't know if it's just because I'm with you and the chat, but I'm not bored. Usually, 10 minutes to a fan film, I want to kill myself.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to give them a different breed of fan films, Blake. This ain't bad. Now watch it turn to crap. Nick says great. No, never mind. Nick says shouldn't Jason have the injury on the blood from his knee, and his hand should be split, Nick? Because Trish gave him something to remember him by.
Yeah, but he died. So
Okay,
You don't feel that
Tommy
anymore.
said Headless Pamela is terrible. And look at that toilet.
we love toilet shots. That should have made our video, Ronnie.
Yep.
I don't think that's Vinny.
Is that you?
It got dark quick. Is this guy going to die?
Glover.
I think everybody's got to die.
Christ! Glover!
Is that an old mask?
Thanks for the heart attack.
Yeah.
Is
Part 5 box cover.
Never mind. Let's search the rest of the cabins.
Dude, I think this thing is giving me a staph infection.
Good, you deserve it.
Josh has been really sweet to us here lately, Blake.
I will shoot you.
He's great, man. He's great. Josh, you're a prison guard. How would you handle these ladies if they were getting out of hand? Tell us in the chat.
Kill him.
It's not funny. Another cluster of cabins beyond that tree line.
Nice moonshot. Wonder if that's real.
It's got to be. Can't fake a moon.
Spoilers, Jordan. Officer Doofy reporting for duty.
No. Okay, so I don't like the mouth moving on Headless Mother.
Their suffering will be our revenge. It's time to punish
Is that still Terry down there on the floor?
Probably.
It's got to be.
Yeah. See if
Hey.
Paul's there. So glad the cops didn't clean all them bodies up.
Not bad.
That looks like a pretty good place to hole up.
Didn't show too much, but showed us enough.
Well, keep on your toes. I don't think these gals are going to be greeting us with milk and cookies.
That's too bad.
I wish they'd walk in, they had milk and cookies.
I'm hungry.
A random picture in the woods.
This is Jed. You got a copy?
Go ahead, Jed.
This is Glenn Jacobs. You copy?
This is Mayor Glenn Jacobs.
No, I don't know. Some sort of crate or a coffin.
Is that a bulletproof vest he's wearing?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I just aim other than where the vest
Aaron,
is?
what if he shot you in the face?
That was a risk we were willing to take.
I don't know. This thing looks like it was heavily locked up, chains, padlocks.
Sounds like Jason from Backtrack.
That might be him.
It says, "Do not open" on the lid.
And I like Predator. Davey Death Ray just now waking up, Ronnie.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think it's like if he's on the West Coast, it's like 7 or 8 there. So
Yeah,
he's
I
up
think
early.
I think he's in Arizona. You're right.
What's up? What's up, Davey?
She would fucking ditch us.
He's been going to the movies a lot here lately.
Who, Davey?
He's got tons of money. Yeah, he's been to the movies like every day this week.
Maybe it's like a, I don't know. I couldn't afford it.
I couldn't either. Maybe he's sneaking in, old school. Buy
Maybe.
one ticket and sneak into the other ones.
Yeah, well, if she did, we better catch up. My guess is she's headed towards the lake.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, can we get to the lake and start fishing? I'm hungry. That sort of sounds like the Halloween that from the new trilogy. You know what I'm talking about?
Do we have our first net? Are you saying they ripped David Gordon ripped this off?
Yes.
Just dulled his blade on that one.
Death due to fat.
Jason didn't kill this one. Diabetes did.
Karen's versus Jason. Davey says he is going out to the movies a lot. He's got an AMC A list. Blake, what's that mean?
I'm not sure,
Calm down.
but it sounds expensive.
That crate back there.
Not a good scene for the African American character right here.
Something ain't right about this place, though.
Who am I talking to? Oh, you smiled. There you are.
The sooner we lock this shit down, the better. Let's go.
I can't see nothing on my end, Ronnie.
I see the flashlight. I see backtrack. That's it.
Is it you, Bobby? Oh, Serena. It wasn't funny the first time either.
Wait a minute. Did he go back to the...
I need help. The pain is killing me.
Dude, I like that scene.
I
that
really
a lot.
like that scene because Jason did mess with people in 2 and 3. Did y'all hear that? It's probably nothing. Probably a coyote.
A lesbian just get killed?
That was either coyote or a lesbo. Look for a Forester. That's what lesbos drive.
Find anything?
What is it?
This is fresh.
Pat says this is better than Clown in the Cornfield. He saw that last night. Why would you waste money on that?
Ronnie, they say AMC A-List is 4 movies a week for $30. That's pretty good.
Look at all these people bragging about all the money they got.
Jesus.
If that doesn't creep you out, I don't know what will.
We shouldn't have come here.
Over here.
Hey, look at
You're sniffing out. You go with Jed, head towards the lake, and be careful.
his dad was the one with the mustache, right?
Yeah.
Looks like your runners
Good
came
call,
this
Ron.
way. One stopped, and one kept going.
Well, we know what happened to the one that kept going. Can you tell if she went in a different direction?
No, I don't think so. Looks like the tracks end here.
You got to see a couple movies 2 or 3 times in a row, Jim.
Oh, man. Why'd they have to go this way? You know, the one back there was probably dead weight.
It's hard to believe those two.
Is it raining?
Machete through a tree.
That cost extra. I'm not paying for that on the Indiegogo.
No, do tell.
This place has a death curse.
My grandfather, Ralph, used to say so all the time.
Yep. And my mama who worked at the diner.
Bear, over here. Yeah, it's another one of our girls.
Things are getting stranger around here by the minute.
Hey, job's over. Found them all.
This doesn't belong to the camp. Looks like they had help.
Oh yeah? Why is it still here?
I'm not sure.
There's a shoe with some blood on it.
What?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, I got you, Pat.
Guess we know why it's still here. After the look, she's only been here a couple hours.
You think this is from one of their own?
Hell, man, the ain'ts ain't even got to her yet.
Real blood.
Pete, I was just about to call you.
Yeah, we got another one.
Let me guess.
Got another
Walker
lesbo over
alive?
here.
Yeah, no, she's dead.
That's a great question, Jim Bob. Greatest movie-going experience.
Found another set of tracks. Someone bigger.
That's tough, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think we're alone out here.
I remember a whole group of friends went and watched the second Star Wars prequel.
This makes 3
And the same group of friends went and watched Jeepers Creepers. That was all fun.
Watching Halloween 2018 together was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Ronnie took me to see the original Scream in '96. That was fun. I was 9 years old.
Me and my sister snuck in to see Halloween 6 in '94.
Ronnie took me to see Armageddon in '98, and he cried.
I'm gonna go try to find my
I did. I mean, Bruce Willis died.
Whenever Ben Affleck screaming "I love you" to Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
I got Betty.
Black Betty.
This won't take long.
Round and
I had
round.
I had a really good time with my kids watching Minecraft a couple of months ago. That was awesome.
Chicken Jockey!
Mm-hmm.
Chicken Jason! They shot him.
Where's Bear?
He said he'd be a minute.
And you fucking left him?
He found another set of tracks. He wanted to check them out.
Dude, I would have loved to seen Ernest Scared Stupid.
Any
In the
Ernest
theater.
movie in the theater.
Yeah.
Wow, Adam saw the original Predator in theater.
Come on, man.
All right.
What a time to be alive in the '80s, Ronnie.
Sweet James, we're getting a lot of repetition right here.
You're losing me, James.
That was a pretty cool shot right there, Jason, by the tree, though.
I see you.
Oh, God, I'm going to do that.
What? Where?
It's been following me for the last 10 minutes.
Dude, this good call, Blake.
I see you.
Let's do the pisser.
Now,
Yeah. That might bring him out.
fine. I'll be around and flush him out.
Me and some friends went and saw Signs, M. Night Shyamalan, and when that alien walked by, that was a fun moment in the theater.
Cool.
God.
You're stepping him on piss.
Definitely got the Predator, part in here. You can tell he's a fan of Predator.
Heard all night.
I can't believe this.
I'm not totally against that, Blake, of having a federal agent so good at tracking and, knowing what's around him that Jason can't sneak up on him.
Fuck you.
My favorite Predator is probably Harvey Weinstein.
You know what, Pete? My ass is on the line the same as yours, so if you know something, you owe it to me to tell me.
It's nothing, Eve.
Deputy Glover.
I did that, Nick, but I did that with Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, you took me to see Can't Hardly Wait, too. I remember.
He told us all stories to
I
scare
saw
us.
Men in Black and Wild Wild West like 10 times in the movie theater.
Down to every last detail. You remember the Voorhees case?
Big Will Smith guy.
I can tell.
My dad always said that he was the one that buried Jason Voorhees, but he wasn't dead.
What?
And somewhere in this camp, after it was condemned.
That's crazy.
You took me to see the remake of Dawn of the Dead in the theater. That was fun.
But
That was fun.
He wrote those words
Me, you, and Mac.
on the lid, Eve. He said it was chained up heavy and locked down tight.
so the crate that Jed found.
What if it is?
That's right,
Yeah.
Josh.
It
We
was.
have to go in and see if anybody's alive.
And they were going to unite to fight against Jason.
Search where I lost
Jason would have been the good guy.
Head to the cabins and wait for me.
Yes, Will Smith was between Men in Black and
This is a 10-minute fuse.
Wild Wild West,
I don't
Enemy of
want
the
to
State,
time that
and
goes out. You jump on it
the Miami
immediately
song.
And you ride like hell. You hear me?
God, I would love to be in a Rambo theater with a bunch of people dressed up like Rambo. Also, I'd probably be nervous.
What are you gonna do?
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna save the effing day.
Eve. Thanks for not.
I know I've been unlikable this whole movie, but I'm probably gonna redeem myself and die a little later.
You know, when you're shooting like this, Blake, I would like to get Vinny on and ask him one question and limit him to 1,000 words. How do they keep that beard the same growth the whole time they're shooting?
So, yeah. Is he going crazy like Mac in Predator?
Yep. What was Mac saying over and over? Go catch me somebody. Oh, that's a scout troop there, Bear. The idea of a headless Pamela Voorhees and Jason both tag team in an area is kind of neat. There it is.
Unload. Oh, man.
Alright, motherfucker.
Square up. Square up.
Want some of this shit? Huh? Want some of this shit, motherfucker?
Don't make me use my stuff on you, baby.
Ugly motherfucker, you want some of this shit? Huh? Huh? Ah! Ah!
Is he going to come back like Ali? Never
Yeah.
mind.
Hey, when you're fighting him, say you want some of this shit, huh?
Dude, he just tore his spine out like the Predator. There's a lot of Predator influence here. A lot. Silly coming through. That's what he was saying over and over. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun.
Fuck is going on here?
I've
Looks
seen
like-
that too, Jim
looks
Bob.
like Barrett does shit in the woods.
I'm going to have me some fun.
No. Come on, man.
We just got married.
He just ruins his movie. Big John.
Dude, that's the worst feeling. And then Jason lets him live.
Psycho music?
Yep.
No, just quit
No.
that. You're not tough. When you see people act like that after getting hurt, it makes you appreciate Rob's performance in part 4 more.
Yeah.
Because that's more real. He's killing me.
Hey, Nick's here.
What's up, Nick?
You have been dinged by James Sweet James. Everything just got real red.
Nick Push is going to like, what's it called, Ronnie? Jaws Con or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, he records every bit of it for content. I would love to see that.
Dude. He done?
Nope. He'll be back.
Maybe he's the killer.
He'll show up at the end.
He's Jason's daddy. He's Elias. Prison, I mean, the psych ward cop scene from Halloween 2018, Run. Or maybe just a fan of the song from Varsity Blues that they sang, Run. Look at that, running. That's probably what he meant, he's running. One thing I noticed last night in that chat and Backtrack's live stream, Blake, is Vinny's starting to look like Tom Savini.
Really? Sex Machine?
Yeah. Getting really skinny for some reason. I guess his lack of eating, but I mean, we are getting this Indiegogo fund up, so he'll be able to buy some groceries.
It's very true.
He's done a really good job. I would agree with that. I don't think there's been anything too embarrassing other than the women prisoners.
Honestly, whoever played Headless Pamela has done a good job too, like going through the woods without being able to see.
Yep. Should we recognize any of these people?
Yep. The one with the hair was from part 2, the bathroom. Yeah, that's going to help. Pretend to be a dead body?
Yeah. She's going to pull the Jason. Stop it right there.
This is Deputy Eve Glover. I'm at Camp Crystal Lake.
Adam said he spotted the hand scar.
I repeat, this is Eve
The only cop that had the sense to phone in for help.
Because nobody wants to take chances, Jim Bob. It's easier just to remake or do sequels or superhero movies, and they're ruining those currently.
What actress from the past is this going to be, Ronnie? That's going to be the reveal, right?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I know that's one part of the movie I do remember.
This is the redhead from the diner. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Sandy. Is she really pretending to be dead? Oh, no, she's laying under something. This is where he pisses.
Dude, if that thing starts dripping on her face because he's pissing. You're a horrible shot.
Horrible place to hide.
Oh, it's Steve Christie. He's back.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I just got my guts pounded. I'm okay, though.
What are y'all doing all out in this mess?
You know, still hadn't cleaned up the camp like I asked.
Hey, you didn't kill me for some reason.
Hang on, my pants are too tight. I can't move.
Come on, Pete.
I gotta lose these pants.
Oh my God, the slow turnaround to reveal Shelly. It was just a goof.
Oh no, dude. Jason with a chainsaw, Blake.
You're not supposed to run with those. I've seen it on Rescue 911.
Luckily, nobody's running. My wiping hand.
Go up. Why are you crying?
That's all in a day's work. Let's go get a taco. Andor.
I hate laundry days. Those women stink. Hey, asshole.
Excuse me?
Oh, what an idiot.
We got to save this shot of Vinny reading a Playboy, Ronnie. Short-haired Vinny, Ron.
I mean, can I back it up or you think it's going to
Yeah.
screw it up?
No, go ahead. Who cares?
Okay. This reveal is great. Who's reading Playboys?
Hey, asshole.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Give my keys to my car, valet.
Acting.
I'm Officer Homo.
Weren't you supposed to clean up that mess?
I'm not doing that. Make one of the inmates do it.
Eat me, Ronnie.
Boss clearly said you're supposed to clean up the dick blood. Besides, that's a health code thing for inmates.
Well, that's bullshit.
Hey, I bagged the dick.
He's watching the same clip, Ronnie.
Oh, okay, that's right. Well, still not doing it.
He is watching over there. I got to pause it. Is there anything in the back that we need to pay attention to?
Yeah, I can't see it that well. Those missing persons.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, no, I don't know.
So, I mean, what are we thinking with this look with Vinny right here?
Jim with a great point. Is the barn is the jail?
Oh, okay. I can sit here and stare at this. Nick says it does look like Vinny. I don't know. Maybe they set up like a special. Let's just experience this magic together. Wait a minute, is that James
That's
Sweet?
James. That's James.
Okay. Hold on. I got to back it up one more time. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, asshole.
Now that I know this is both, and this reveal is great, we're going to let y'all know this is Vincent DeSante. So here we go.
Excuse me?
Weren't you supposed to clean
Excuse
up that
me?
mess?
I'm not doing that. Make one of the inmates do it.
Boss clearly
Why you
said
still living
you're
at home at
supposed to clean up
50?
the dick blood. Besides, that's a health code thing for inmates.
Well, that's bullshit.
Hey, I bagged the dick. That means you clean up the rest.
Oh, okay, that's right. Well, still not doing it.
Yours.
So we slept on the fact that the guy at the beginning of it had his D cut off. That's what they're talking about. He bagged the D that got cut off by the women prisoners, and that Vinny's got to clean up the rest of it.
Hmm.
Such a lazy piece of shit. You hear that? That's the boss. He's gonna have your ass.
Hey, you can kiss my ass.
Tough, too.
Out of my way. Shit. What the hell happened?
His guts got beat.
Gut buster.
They're dead. You got a first aid kit in this place? I could use a painkiller.
Close that door behind you, Vinny.
I have an officer down coming in dispatch.
Try these on.
You know I can't swallow pills.
Any luck?
Red light. Never hike along, too.
What the fuck is that?
Vinny, you're better
Cuss.
than that.
You're better than this right here. Write you some better lines.
Close the door. Close the door.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got it.
That's acting.
Dude.
Still not doing it.
This is the best, man. Ronnie, you got to save that raw clip since this is free use and we can play it every video we have.
What the hell happened?
Hey, where are the marshals? They're dead. You got a first aid kit?
They're dead, you dumb F.
Hang on.
I have an officer down coming in dispatch.
Try these on.
That dude's a great actor back there.
Any luck?
The fuck is that?
Get back and
Spot
close
on,
the
David.
door. Close the door.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Watch this, Ronnie. That's Vinny every time he gets a super chat.
All right. I'm going to stop it right there, Blake. So far, let's recap. It's a splintered story that is very clever, that something happened after part 4 where we get like a new timeline. And I'm all about new timelines.
Me too. I love it.
The body, and now with a head, of Pamela Voorhees is still out there and doing all kind of stuff. Okay. Vinny's there. We've got the feds there. We've got convicts. Vinny was probably one of the best acting jobs I've ever seen. Jim Bob, fun fact, guys. And Nick Bush says there's a little too supernatural for my taste, but seems silly to complain about all this considered. I love it. I don't know how this is fixing to end, but I love it. I love it. So, any thoughts before we go back? That death scene, dude. Vinny's death scene. I don't ever want to hear him say anything about acting, somebody's acting skills. I'm putting that on a loop. That's gonna be played every time we do a show from now on.
The worst thing that could have happened to Vinny was us seeing that clip.
And I'm pretty sure Sweet James, he just did the job. Yeah, got his hand off.
That's a good look.
Yeah, it really is.
It's Hulk Hogan. Oh.
I never thought I'd have to do that again.
I really don't understand this. Didn't she die, Blake?
It's okay.
No, he needs a hospital.
I'll be fine.
I'm fine.
Did you find us?
I live nearby. I heard your distress call and thought I might be able to help.
We're in the same shit from 30 years ago. Oh, here we go.
The boy. You should have stayed at the bottom of that lake.
That redheaded blonde.
I agree, Jim Bob.
So who are you?
Let's just say
I'm a friend
I
of the
have a history
Christies.
with the Voorhees family, and your
Oh.
father helped me at a time when I really needed it.
I always thought the old man was crazy.
He was anything but that.
Thank you.
Hung.
Hey,
That's my car.
what are you gonna do with that thing?
It's personal.
Stu.
Everybody needs a little head.
Think James lived? All he did was get his hand cut off.
It's true.
He's like
Like
Munson now.
You're right.
In the next one, they need to give a nod to him.
Sorry I didn't realize until now. I never understood the burden you had to carry. I sure as hell feel it now. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Maybe James will send us one of these masks.
I hope you find peace knowing that what you did for the people of this town will never be forgotten. And I swear that as long as I'm breathing,
I'll be alive.
Witness protection.
Oh, they explained it?
Yeah. Somehow.
Hey, Joe Boo.
Dr. Jenny Field calling her, Ronnie. From part 2.
Let's get a look at her.
They just showed her. She was calling. She was on the cell phone.
Payback's a bitch.
What, Joe Boo? All right, Blake. Jason Rising. Let's see who played Jason.
Dan Kyle.
And Vinny played Hamlin.
Vinny played horny pervert.
Vinny was.
Vinny Dasani, played by Vinny Dasani.
Is that what it says?
Hey, it's Dasani too, by the way.
Is it?
We've been saying it wrong. It's Dasani. Yeah.
Why didn't he correct us?
I don't know. That video he made the other day, he's like, "Hi, I'm Vincent Dasani."
Santa Claus. There's Jason. He's back, Blake.
Well, you don't know that's him.
What about the chevrons? Who lives there? No! This is probably Vinny's band. I got no job, I need to go. Screenplay. All right, get that shit out of there. All right, Blake, that's Jason Rising. What are we thinking here?
Not bad, Ronnie.
Favorite part of the movie, real quick in the chat. Hit us with your favorite part of that movie. Go ahead, Blake.
No, I was going to say, I dread watching these fan movies because most of the time it's stupid, it's boring, it sucks, it's gay. But, like, shout out. His name's James Sweet or James Sweat?
James Sweet.
Shout out James Sweet.
Gay one.
All right, stop.
Jim Bob says his favorite part was the credits. I think he did a good job. Story, and it was fun.
I've pretty much given, what I thought about it. I thought as a movie, it's really good. It looks like a movie. There's nothing too embarrassing going on there. Usually with these, you got people putting their girlfriends and their friends and stuff in it like we would do,
yeah,
and are gonna do. But I thought it was good. I thought you can tell it was made not only by somebody that loves Friday the 13th, but also somebody that loves Predator, which you never really factor those two things in together. And now I understand why Backtrack had them on last night to talk about Friday the 13th and Predator, because there's a lot of Predator elements in this. I thought it was like really, really good.
Yep.
Fan films, there's a ton of bad ones out there. Luckily, we've watched The Never Hike Alone, and we've watched Jason Rising. Now, me and Tim, once upon a time, if y'all want to go find that, watched 3 that were absolutely brutal. And I'm sure eventually we'll find one with me and you, Blake, that are brutal.
I don't want to watch another one.
His name is Jason is brutal. But good. I mean, what a total waste of a Saturday morning. All right.
No, it wasn't.
So real quick, and then we're going to get out of here, Blake, go eat some breakfast. Jim Bob said the credits. Nick says that Vinny's cameo was the best part for him. James Moran said the Vinny death scene was the best part. Jim Bob says he gives us 2 thumbs down syndrome. And Josh the Hard Guy says this was a fun fan film. So next week, Blake, we need to come up with something next Friday to do. But I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, Blake, if Fridays continue to be like this packed with like people doing the same old, Silly Carpenter says,
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I think my expectations were so low, Ronnie. That's why I'm kind of high on it.
I remember watching this.
I was thinking it was going to be worse than 9/11.
But I don't remember anything about it until I remembered there was a scene where they dug up Jason's body at the very beginning. But I thought it all took place in 84. So that shows you how much it stuck with me. The second watch, it should stick with me pretty good. To everybody that joined us today, thank you. And what else we got to talk about, Blake? What we got coming up this week?
We're
bringing Taco Tuesday back on Tuesday?
I think you and Tim are going to do that.
Oh, okay. Davey says this one's fun, but showcases so well how far above the cut the Never Hike films. I can't read, Blake.
Nope, you cannot.
Do it for me.
This one is fun, but showcases so well how far above the cut of Never Hike Alone films are.
There you go. Jim Bob says, give them a budget, an actual brick building for a jail, and then maybe they got something.
No, he said nothing. He said nothing.
Everybody have a great Saturday. Blake, let's get out of here.
At the sign off?
Well, I mean, what else do you want to do? You want to see if anybody's live right now? Is Darren live from the convention?
Let's go see if somebody's live.
All right, hold on.
You're doing that all day now.
I love that Jordan Moran said that was his favorite part. That's the best acting I've ever seen.
No breakfast for me, Nick. Just energy drinks.
Blake, I only follow like a handful of people. I don't see anybody live.
Pat and Brett ain't live?
No. Are they?
I don't know. They usually are.
Too early. Anyway. Okay, so this is a good question. My daughter got a pancake made for her before I came in here. I'm thinking I'm going to go make me some eggs.
Yeah, I bought some eggs yesterday. It's probably going to be eggs and hamburger patties for me today.
Yeah, I had hamburger patties last night. All right, you guys have a great Saturday. We may see you next Friday. I got to work, I think, so I probably won't be there, but we'll do something next Saturday. I know. Love y'all. Love you, Blake.